What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Cartelli Shine. I'm back with another video. So we're just gonna jump straight into it. This is how I slay my very first frontal. It's not as hard as you probably thought it was gonna be. This is actually very easy, and now that I know how to do it, I'm gonna start doing frontals for now on. So yeah. So as you can see, I'm just putting on my wig cap right now. I'm using the Got to Be Glue spray to hold it on there. This was the little trick that I never knew. I don't know why. I just think I just didn't look it up or some shit like that. But I never knew that you were supposed to cut ear holes for your wig cap. So I ended up putting the wig holes, and after I did that, it actually got a lot easier. So as you can see, so right now I'm just gluing down my wig cap so I can get started with my frontal. I just put spray some Got to Be Glue spray on there, and to speed the process, I just blow dried it, and now I'm just cutting it to where I want the wig to start off at. Um, this part was, it wasn't hard, but it was a little bit tricky just because, I was trying not to have it too far down on my forehead, but also I didn't want it to be too close to my hairline. So yeah. Oh, just a word of advice too. Once you spray the Got to Be Glue spray on your hair and you cut it, do not spray it again because it's not going to do nothing but loosen it up. As you can see, I fucked it up right there. So after I sprayed it in that one spot, it started to loosen up and come off a little bit. So I had to like hurry up and dry it and pull it down. But yeah, that won't be happening again because I fucked that part up. But it still turned out fine. But just word of advice, just once you cut it, let it be. Like just let it be. So yeah. So still right now I'm just cutting the wig cap in measurement of my lace front, and I'm just cutting all the excess stuff around it. So that's just what I'm doing right now so I can get started with the frontal. Okay, so I'm just taking my makeup. This is my normal shade color of my face, and I'm just spreading it on my lace. I'm spreading it on my wig cap so that it can match my skin tone for the part that I'm gonna make. I'm gonna do a middle part for this one, just for right now, just to start with. So yeah, I'm just taking a little bit of my face makeup and my foundation, and I'm putting it on my lace fronts. Now, personally, I like stick foundations. I don't know. I never really cared for liquid foundation, and that just helped a lot better when I rubbed it on my. I don't think it matters, but I personally like the stick foundation. So this is also another trick I knew. Like I'm telling you, this is my first time doing my frontal, so I really didn't know this. But you really have to do wipe. I just wash my face normally, but you just have to wipe it down with alcohol, because apparently it doesn't stick if you don't clean your skin right or something like that. That's just what I heard. I don't know if it's true, but I just wiped it down with alcohol, my forehead and where I was going, like the lace and everything like that. And you want it to be clean anyway. You can break out that way if you don't. Like you just gonna put glue on top of like dirt or sweat or whatever that you. I don't know. People get oily skin, so you want to just make sure your face is clean before you glue or anything to your face anyway. So yep. So right now I was just measuring my wig. I just put it on. I think I got this from Princess Hair on AliExpress, and I'm just trying it on, measuring and making sure the lace is from ear to ear. I put it in a ponytail so it's just easier for me to deal with. I was so thirsty to put this wig on my hair. I literally like just sat down and whatever was on my vanity, like as far as like a comb and shit like that, I literally just like let that be. I kept having to get up and go look for stuff throughout this video because I didn't have everything I needed right in front of me because I was just so thirsty to put this wig on. So yeah. So you want to just make sure you got like your combs, your brushes, and all the stuff that you need right in front of you before you get started. So you got to keep getting up like me. So yeah. I'm just adjusting in this part. I'm just trying to adjust this lace. I think this part, like my lace was down so far. By the time I had put the lace front on my hair and like glued it down, it was gonna be like in the middle of my damn forehead. So I had to just pull it down. Pull it up some more. But I am putting the foundation on the inside of my lace front, inside of my wig, and on top of my wig cap as well, just so the part can be more natural. So that's just what I was doing right there, and then I had to just put it back on. So at first I was just measuring it, if anything. But usually, like, I'm really like a fast learner, so I looked up the videos and stuff like that online, and I just finessed it. I just did it my own way. So that's really what I just did. Like I knew the gist of how you were supposed to put a lace front on, and I just did it my own way. Like which is what you do with everything. But yep, I just was just finessing it my way, making sure it fit the style that I wanted it to be, and look the way I wanted to look to just to my own head. So it's kind of what you got to do with your stuff too. So of course it doesn't have to be exactly like I'm doing it. You just got to make sure it fits and is right for you. Well, as you can see, goddamn, it takes some time to make sure you measuring your lace front right. It really did though, cause I didn't want one side to be up more than the other side and nothing like that. So I did try to measure it right and make sure it's like from ear to ear and even. So I didn't have no problems whenever I wanted to put the wig back on. This part I tweaked hard. I don't know what the fuck I thought I was doing, but you know how like you see videos of people applying their lace front and they like mark it with like a chalk or whatever the fuck or something. My dumb ass took a white eyeliner and put it on my lace front thinking that it's gonna, seep through so that I can know where to put the glue at. That shit only just touched my lace front. It did not get nowhere else. So I fucked that up. I had to go back and wash it off. But I'm talking too much. So I used the Supreme Ghost Bond glue. And what I did was just put the dots around where I knew I was going to glue the lace front. And I just spread it out. I put a few layers. It doesn't hurt, honestly, to put a few layers down. And then I just spreaded it out and let the layers kind of semi-dry before I even attach the lace front. But I don't know how many layers I put right here. It really is not a big deal if you put a lot of layers, to be honest. I thought it was at first, but once I started applying the glue, I noticed like, oh, okay, it's not that big of a deal. Because I did want it to last a while, so I was just like, I don't want to have to keep gluing my lace front down, like, and it coming up. Because I noticed what got to be glued, like, your lace front comes up like sooner than it would with regular lace glue. So you just want to make sure you get it on your forehead and not your hairline. You can get it on your hairline, but I just wouldn't suggest it or advise it because I like my edges and I want to keep them. So I put it on my skin before I put it on my hair. Also, you just want to make sure that you, when you gluing it down, don't put the whole thing on at once. Section it off. Like you saw, I started from one side of my hair, from by my ear, and then I went all the way around, and I just attached it to the glue. It just helps you to put it in the right spot on top of the glue instead of it being like cricket or something like that. So, yeah, that's a lot easier. It's a lot better. And then I'm just drying. Like, it's already semi-dry when I attach the lace to the glue, so I'm just finishing off and drying it. Like usually this part you would have a rat tail comb, but as I told y'all, I didn't have everything in front of me, so I just used what I had in front of me, whatever I had in front of me. So as far as cutting off the lace front, another trick that I learned is just cut them and like make 3 like cuts in the lace front so that you can cut it off in sections. And you do not want to cut it straight. I repeat, do not cut the lace front straight. It's gonna look so much like a fucking lace front. If you cut it straight, like it's gonna be so obvious. So just kind of try to cut it not in like a zigzag, but kind of make it like, like sloppy cuts. I don't know how to say it. I don't know the word I'm looking for. Just kind of like move. I don't know how to fuck to say it. Like just like don't cut it straight. Like don't make a straight cut. Kind of like do like zigzags kind of, but like not obvious as sharp as zigzags, but you know what I'm saying. Like if you can tell how I'm cutting my hair, just kind of like see, I don't know, that damn white spot right there with that fucking eyeliner I did. I could not believe I did that. The dumbest shit ever. What do people be using when they be trying to mark it? Like I know it's not chalk, because what the fuck. It's like something and it seeps through and like marks your forehead so you can take it off and see where to apply your glue. But I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. But anyways, so as you can see, yeah, I got it glued down on there. I'm just taking out the baby hairs. Now I do like baby hairs. I don't have to have baby hairs, but I do like them. But I wanted to try my lace front with some baby hairs, so that's what I was doing. When I had bleached my knots, I accidentally bleached too, like the hair, it went through the hair some, as you can see, so it kind of looked like it's like bald in that spot. So I had to go back with like some, usually I'll take like a black dye or something like that and just like run it or brush it through, but I didn't have none because I don't dye my hair. So I just took like some black eyeshadow and my spoolie for my eyebrows, and I just like kind of brushed it through. So just like my eyebrow pencil, and it has like a spoolie at the bottom, at the back of it. So I just rubbed it in some black eyeshadow, and then I just kind of brushed it through just to make it even. So that took a little bit of time because I did it, but it wasn't too much. But I just wanted it to look more natural, so I just kind of thoroughly went through the front of my hair. It took a little bit of time. So I do like baby hairs, but I do not like to over exaggerate my baby hair. So I just take like really, really, really thin pieces. Some people like thicker baby hair, but I really just want it to be like really subtle. So I took a little bit out. Ain't too much. I ain't want to do too much. So as you can see, I'm looking for shit. So I don't know where nothing at. And this is just me putting some more of the foundation on the lace, just to blend it in a little bit more after I glued it down. And it helped a lot. Like, it helped a lot. So, I don't know. I don't think I ever saw that. I don't know if it's a thing to do that, but it helped. So, it did blend it in a lot. So, I'm just brushing my hair back to get ready for a ponytail so I can start applying my mousse. And, you want to make sure you use alcohol-free mousse. That's just what I heard. This whole video, this whole video is clearly like, this is clearly my first time because, child, I heard that you can't use alcohol, like mousse with alcohol in it, but I didn't even know they sold mousse with alcohol in it. I don't know. I just buy mousse and it says alcohol free. But just make sure whatever you use on your lace front is alcohol free so that your lace front does not lift up, because clearly alcohol is how you remove the lace from like your skin. Once you're done with your wig, you want to make sure you remove it with alcohol. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother video. But mousse is so much better. I love mousse so much better than like gels and shit. Like sometimes people put like got to be glue, like the gel or whatever, on their edges just to like lay down their baby hairs and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with it, but I just don't like the long lasting effect. Like the mousse help like keeps your hair soft and it keeps it like natural. It's natural texture. Whereas if you put some glue on, or glue, damn bitch, get it together. Whereas if you put some got to be glue gel or anything like that on it, it just starts to get like really sticky and like stiff. Like your edges started to, you have to wash it off basically. And with mousse, you don't have to do all of that. You could just put it on and then it'll still, like, you can comb it off and it'll be straight. Like, it'll be regular. So I just put some mousse on my hair. I'm going over it with my hot comb, and I'm finna get ready to apply this these little strips. I don't remember what they called. I'll probably put it in the description. But these little strips that I wrap around my hair to those, so I could dry it and lay my hair down. You can use a silk scarf. I'm lying. I don't know, but these is good. I use these. I always buy these. These is real good for my edges. They good for my baby hairs. They good for everything. So I like to use these. I just went over it with my blow dryer because clearly I don't have a comb. I mean a blow dryer, a fucking um goddamn, what you call them things you sit in it, a dryer, whatever. I don't got one of those sit in dryers, so I got this blow dryer. So I use that, and it helps. Then when you're done drying and making sure it's dry, you want to just rip it right off. It comes right off. It's really, really cool. Yeah. Whatever you call those things, I'll put it in the description box because goddamn, they something wraps. That's what you call them. Something wraps. I don't remember. Dry wraps or some shit. I don't know. I'm gonna look for it later on. Yep. So now I'm making my part. I decided to get a middle part for this moment. I actually like a side part more than I like the middle part, but the middle part is really, really cute too. But I got the middle part and I'm just trying to lay it down, make sure it's flat on my head. So I'm using my hot comb, and this was also a trick too, cause child, before I was just like using goddamn trying to, I don't know. I had a hot comb the whole time and I wasn't using the hot comb. But now that I've started using the hot comb and changed my life, the hot comb works so good when you're trying to lay down your lace front because, baby, it's going to make it flat, flat. You hear me? So I'm trying to straighten out my part. This was what I'm doing. So I'm using a brush for my edges. It has like a little tiny comb at the other end of it, and it has the brush at the other end. So I'm using that comb to get a more precise part. And I am applying the mousse to both sides so that I can flatten it, lay it down, and then just brushing it out. So that's what I'm doing right here. You just want to make sure the top is just like flat and smooth and laid down because, yeah. And I'm a perfectionist. Like I notice every little thing, and even like the slightest thing, I will be looking at it all day if I don't get it right. So I had to like make sure the thing was the lace front and the top was flat down before I even moved on. So I took some time with that. Take your time when you're doing this stuff because I had to really sit down and take my time with this. But yeah. Okay, so now I'm just using some anti-humidity spray, frizz spray, on my wig before I start to flat iron it. Now here's a tip, and this is something that I literally just found out. So my flat irons need to be cleaned. As you can see, it has like burns on the inside because there are old flat irons. I need to get some new ones. I know actually I just bought some new ones, but using newer or clean flat irons really makes your hair a lot flatter. Like dead ass, it makes your hair flatter. I already knew that I needed some new flat irons, but I just thought the ones that I had just weren't hot enough. But clearly they're just dirty. So I needed to get, or I needed to. I tried to clean them, but it was too much. So I just got lazy and just bought some new ones. So I went and bought some new flat irons, and my hair actually got a lot flatter than this. At the end of this video, you're gonna see it kind of does. It gets flat, but it's not as flat as it could have gotten. So I got some brand new flat irons, and then when I flat ironed it, it got really bone straight. So that was like perfect. So when you flat iron your hair, flat iron your weave, just make sure your flat irons are clean. Make sure it doesn't have any burn stains in the inside of it, and they are clean. And then the outcome to your flat irons will be so much better. Yup. And that's really about it. I'm just kind of like adjusting everything and fixing the things that I didn't like or whatever. And yeah, so this was just my tutorial on my very first lace front slay. It turned out really good and really cute. So thank you guys for watching my video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. Comment down below and let me know how you guys think that I did. Let me know some tips or what else I might need to know for the next time I do another lace front, because I am gonna start doing more lace fronts because bitch, I think I did really good with this one. So thank you guys for watching my video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye. Like